Good afternoon, students. I am Mrs. Parvati, PGT Physics, Holy Hearts Educational Academy, Raipur, Chhattisgarh. I am here with the topic, very important topic, how do we convert the galvanometer, Western type galvanometer, into ammeter and voltmeter. Before we start the topic, you should know what do you mean by shunt. S-H-U-N-T, shunt, S represented by. A shunt is nothing but low resistance connected in parallel to the galvanometer. Shunt is a low resistance connected in parallel to the galvanometer. That is called shunt. What are the uses of shunt? Why do we study? Shunt is nothing but it protects galvanometer from strong currents. When you do the practicals, you must have noticed galvanometer deflection, meter bridge, and Ohm's law also you can take, that is ammeter, voltmeter, especially meter bridge, potentiometer experiment. When you do, the galvanometer goes out of the scale, deflection here, and you will listen the noise also. It is just hitting the wall of the galvanometer. It should not be done. Means strong currents are flowing over there. How do you stop them? Just simply I am telling you, practicals also you remember, take a small wire. Insulated copper where you have insulation, you remove it, take a small length of the wire, connect it in parallel to the galvanometer. That is called shunt. It protects the galvanometer from strong currents. It is very important point. Practically it is useful. Okay. So the uses of shunt are to protect galvanometer from strong currents, and it is also used to convert galvanometer into an ammeter, and also it is used to increase the range of ammeter. Suppose we are getting 0 to 3 amperes of ammeter. You can increase the range by using the shunt. Right? So these are the three uses of shunt. What is shunt? A low resistance connected in parallel to the galvanometer. So let us find out how can you find out the value of resistance, low resistance shunt, with the help of circuit diagram. See, this is G, symbol of galvanometer, Western type galvanometer G. Let us consider now in this topic, capital G is the resistance of galvanometer. Okay, symbol also and resistance also. And S is the shunt resistance connected in parallel to the galvanometer. If total current I is passing through this, after reaching to this point, Ig is the current flowing through galvanometer, Is is the current flowing through the shunt. You know that Is is equal to I minus Ig and Ig is equal to I minus Ic here. Okay. And G and S are parallel. The voltage drop, potential difference between 2 points of the galvanometer is same as that of the potential difference between the 2 points across the S, because they are connected in parallel. Right. So Vs is equal to Vg. What is according to Ohm's law? Vs is equal to S into Is, and Vg is equal to Ig into G here. Or S is equal to Ig upon Is into G, or we can write Ig into G upon I minus Ig. In this way we can calculate the value of shunt. Okay. Now, how do you convert? Very important topics I am discussing. Students, please follow it very carefully. How do you convert the galvanometer into an ammeter? Every year this question comes. Very simple. A low resistance shunt is connected in parallel to the galvanometer. This diagram will act as an ammeter. Okay. Then shunt is connected in parallel to the galvanometer. How much shunt we have to connect here? Just now we have derived I minus Ig into S, because voltage across G is equal to voltage across S, because they are connected in parallel. So that is why Vs is equal to Vg. I minus Ig into S is equal to G into Ig here, or S is equal to G into Ig upon I minus Ig, or G into I minus Is upon Is. Okay. What is the effective resistance of ammeter? It is connected in parallel. So 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by S plus 1 by G, or Rp is equal to Sg by S plus G. This is called ammeter resistance. An ammeter is nothing but a low resistance galvanometer is called an ammeter. Right? What is an ideal ammeter? Question may be asked. Whose effective resistance is 0? Approaching to 0. Very less. Ideal ammeter is nothing but very low resistance galvanometer whose resistance, effective resistance is 0. That is called ideal ammeter. Now, how do you convert the galvanometer into voltmeter? A high resistance R is connected in series with the galvanometer. So, the current flowing through galvanometer and high resistance is same because they are connected in series here. Directly you can find out how much current is flowing through galvanometer. Ig is equal to V upon the voltage across this upon G plus R. Total resistance is G plus R. Effective resistance of voltmeter is given by G plus R, where G is galvanometer resistance and R is high resistance connected in series. So we write here what is the value of G? What is the value of R? R, how much R is connected here? R is equal to V upon Ig minus G, where G is galvanometer resistance, right? So the galvanometer is connected to voltmeter. Diagram is this. The dotted circuit shows the galvanometer conversion into the voltmeter here. What is ideal voltmeter? Whose resistance is infinite. Very high resistance galvanometer is called voltmeter, and the resistance is very high. Thousands of ohms are to be connected here. So that is why what is ideal voltmeter? Whose resistance is infinity. So to convert the galvanometer into voltmeter, a high resistance is connected in series with the galvanometer. To convert a galvanometer into an ammeter, a low resistance shunt is connected in parallel to the galvanometer. Okay, so these are the conversions, children, very important. Based on this, solve the numericals given in NCERT and practice the derivations. Okay, see you, bye bye.